Hey, what's up? It's your boy, 24/7 here with 24/7 Fusion Media. And hopefully everybody's doing well. I'll be on for about roughly an hour so that I can catch Loki's Mornings of Mischief. But I figured, fuck it, I'm up. Let me go see what it's like streaming early in the morning. Never really done this shit before. Normally go like afternoon or whatever, but yeah, man. We got going on here. Shit, Keely Chow, what's going on, brother? And hopefully everything's good with you. Oh, my boy Juice Cannon, what's up? Hopefully y'all doing well. Man, I'm up with a cup of coffee. You know, once I get done with this, I'll be exercising while I listen to Loki's morning show. But I figured, fuck it, man. Let me go see what it's like streaming in the morning. So shit, here I am, man. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Y'all getting ready for work, or what's popping this morning, man? It's I don't know, man. What you think about Victoria Alonso? Well, the funny thing is, there's been two things, that was said about that whole situation. First was that she quit, and then the next was that she got fired. And to be honest, when you sit back and you look at her, and her position was a made up position. So whatever position she got, promoted to back in, was that 2021 or whatever, her position was a made up. It's like a diversity hire. It's like, they got this made up ass position, for whatever the hell they're supposed to be there for. And, it's stepped her boundaries in a lot of shit. And they needed to get rid of her. But then, how many people like her are going to try to replace her at this point? Do they still keep that position, that fake ass position, open to rehire somebody else? And that's kind of like, it's like, where do they go from there with that? Yeah, I know, right? She left. Yeah, that's the interesting thing, man. The Eternals, man, that shit was hot garbage. The Eternals was, basically the same as She-Hulk, man. It's like, basically what you gonna do with that? My whole thing is, what the hell does Kevin do at this point, man? His right hand man just got booted. Does he keep running plays from the same playbook, or does he completely try to go a different direction? See, the only thing with going into a different direction would be if he went back to doing what got Marvel to the heights, that has gotten to begin with. So yeah, I think Kev's going to keep his position. I agree with you there, man. Hey, let me ask you something, man. What do you think about that whole Rick and Morty thing? Did you hear what happened yesterday, man? With the whole Rick and Morty situation? Well, I mean, in case you didn't hear, man, the dude is innocent, man. So basically, the guy that voiced Rick and Morty, you guys know what the fuck, loses his job. Everybody thinks he's a piece of shit, and come to find out he was innocent the whole time, man. So what happens at this point, man? So you got an innocent man that basically lost his job, career gets tarnished, the whole shit, everything was a fucking lie, you know. And so what happens now, man? Yeah, but it's like yesterday they finally just came out that he was innocent yesterday, man. That's the whole thing with that. Uh, and like what 3 weeks ago he just got replaced, lost his job. You know, I don't know, man. I think old buddy got a raw deal, man. Yeah, you're right about that, man. I know they don't give a shit, man. It's just crazy to see it happen. Just crazy to see it go down like that. That's Hollywood. Yep. Yeah, I know, right? Man, so what y'all got going on for this morning? Getting ready for work, day off. All right. What you think about the new Superman? Um, you mean the comic or what James Gunn is doing? Because they just dropped the new Superman comic that's doing pretty well. I don't know if you've heard about that, but last month they dropped Action Comics issue 1051, and it actually first time in many years has it hit the top 50 comic books sold in America. Like it was number 9. And this month is issue 1052, and they just bought back Clark Kent full strength Superman. And yeah, man, it's refreshing to see Clark Kent back, with the Superman family, and it's good to see him. It's good to see DC bring him back to his original form, man. So that's um I mean, that's happening in the comic books. So actually, Action Comics issue 1051 is like the starting point for new readers to come on. Wanted to jump on and see what Superman about right now, then that's the issue to start, man. And like I say, 1052 just came out. I went to the comic book store the other day, just looking there. I didn't buy anything, and I seen issue 1052 just arrived on the shelf. So it was good to see that. As far as James Gunn goes, from what I heard, from what I read yesterday, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. It's I heard they're gonna start casting, and for the roles of Clark Kent, Superman, Lois Lane, and Jimmy Olsen. What I'm hearing is they're open to all ages and all ethnicities. So my whole point is, if that's the case, why the fuck you get rid of Henry Cavill? But like you said earlier, that's Hollywood, right? And then they're gonna do Black Superman in the movies. Man, well, I mean, they have like what, 2 opportunities to do a Black Superman. That case, man. But I heard JJ's Superman is finished, but we'll never know. And then you still got the Michael B. Jordan, the Val Zod, that people actually was somewhat interested in seeing, because that's a completely different deal altogether. But then, I don't know, what do you say, man? James Gunn is selfish. Yeah, he's about his own shit, man. It's crazy when he was talking about his projects or whatever, man. They were talking about how his wife wanted the Amanda Waller series just so that she could be a part of the show, so she can have something to do and all this other shit. And I'm like, damn, you making shows just for that? Like, that ain't enough. So I don't know, man. I don't. You're making. It's like basically you creating shows and you're doing shit just so that you can employ your wife, your brother, your homeboys, and all this other shit. And it's stuff that nobody wants to see and shit that nobody's interested in. What the fuck does that do for the fans? That don't do shit for us. Says Michael B. Jordan can write a good comic book, what movie or something you'll watch it. I feel you. Man, Amanda Waller. Come on, man. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't get the point of like trying to do a show. It's like, I don't know. She's not interesting like she's Nick Fury or some shit. It's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. She was always annoying in comics, man. It's like she was a character that nobody really liked. She was like a hard ass that was trying to get criminals to do government shit on the low, and nobody liked her. Nobody gives a fuck about this character. All the other heroes and people that read she's in there. She serves a purpose. But nobody was like, oh, Amanda Waller needs her own series, her own comic book series, or she needs a one shot. They never gave them she never even got a one shot in comics. So how the fuck you never even gave her own shit, but you're going to give her own series? Like, fuck out of here, man. Like, that shit is whack. That's just corny as shit, man. So, I don't know, man. Like I say, man, that was just something that was just fucking put together just to give his wife some work. And that, that's what, what we'll be seeing, for this whole DC reboot, man. That woman, no thanks. That's funny, man. That is funny. Say, if y'all can y'all please hit the like button? Hit the like button, boy. I'd appreciate it. It's my first early morning live that I've done. I think the only other live that I've ever been up this early in the morning to do was when me and Loki did DC Fandom a few years back. Like that shit was like a fucking 24-hour stream. I remember being up at 6, 7 in the morning to do that shit. I was wild as shit. But I had fun though, man. So yeah, man, fucking Bruce couldn't stand her, man. Yeah, she's Amanda Waller's a dirty bird, man. Have a lot of tricks up her sleeve, a lot of information, holds a lot of secrets, and nobody can't stand her. So, but then what's gonna happen is James Gunn's gonna try to make her into a likable character. You can pass that hard ass facade that she has, that she's, a broken individual and this bitch that you've hated for what the last was Amanda Waller's first appearance, if I'm not mistaken. Was it in War of the Gods, or was it in Suicide Squad #1 from way back in the mid like 86, 87? Yeah, when they first put together that first Suicide Squad, with Bronze Tiger and Captain Boomerang and all them motherfuckers. Like I think I have that comic book too. Like, fuck, I mean, I don't know, man. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. I guess, James Gunn's the kind of guy that he'll take nobodies and try to make them into somebodies and then gets the credit for that shit. And then the comic books that weren't worth a fuck that you can find at like the dollar bin or whatever, now they're gonna be worth $100, $200 and all this other shit. So I'm gonna tell you something, man. DC's version of Frankenstein came out to, nobody those comics, but now they're buying the fuck out of them, right? Now you can't find a DC Frankenstein comic from the New 52 that nobody gave a fuck about. So I don't know, man. I don't know. 70s, yep. Man. Yeah, man. So yeah, it's man, it's crazy, man. It is crazy. I think GOTG Guardians of the Galaxy. Yeah, man. Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy, man. It is. Yeah, it's the thing is he'll take credit for taking all this obscure shit and making it into something people never heard of and end up liking after he gets done touching it up, and then he'll get all the credit for it, and he'll be looked at as a genius or whatever the fuck. It's like James Gunn is probably the guy that can take Polka Dot Man and make him into somebody likable or whatever. Probably one of the most wackest fucking villains in DC, and turn him into something that tells you something right there. You got Zack Snyder. He was afraid to show that I don't know what you call it, that starfish whatever tentacle like monster at the end of Watchmen. And then boom, you got James Gunn doing it with Starro and Suicide Squad, and he ends up pulling it off. So I don't know, man. He's the kind of guy that'll take the dumbest shit and make it into something likable, man. But then what is does it give shitty things, life, things that nobody gave a fuck about. You just breathe life into something nobody cared about. That's the thing, man. I don't know. What the fuck you supposed to do with that? Now you're gonna try to, guess you're gonna try to turn me into, to liking some shit I never cared about. Yeah, Starro. Yep. Yeah, somewhat. And the sound. Yep. And the soundtrack. So basically, yeah, he could probably pick out some good tunes for a movie. Yeah, you're right about that, man. You are. Man. I know I'm gonna probably look into this series that's kind of running right now. They got two series that I'm gonna look at that are new. James Gunn is nothing without the music. Huh. Let me ask you this. Did you think they had a good soundtrack for Suicide Squad? James Gunn Suicide Squad? To me, the music wasn't that memorable. Shit. Hey man, y'all up drinking coffee? Y'all drinking coffee or energy drink? What y'all getting on this morning? This new Guardians of the Galaxy is gonna flame out. You think so, man? I heard some folks are dying in that movie. I heard that the Christmas special was pretty good. Did you watch the Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special? My boy Clobber in Times told me that it was pretty decent. Man. To be honest, I'm waiting to see what James Gunn does with this with Superman. But I know we'll be finding out in roughly 2 years. So say no, Disney is not my bag. Yeah, man, shit. I tell you, the only thing Disney has and Spider-Man. Werewolf by Night was pretty good. If you ever had a chance to check out Werewolf by Night, that was, it's only 1 hour. That was pretty good. Pacific 414. Good morning, brother. How's it going, man? Yeah, he doesn't care about Superman. To be honest, we'll see how much he cares about Superman when he starts casting people and we start looking at the suit and everything else. We'll see how much he gives a damn, man. But for now, I'm not sold on James Gunn, man. I'm not. The Flash, that's an interesting one, man. I'll be there in the theater when it comes out. That's for better or for worse, man. When that shit comes out, I just need to see it, man. See how it all goes down, man. Oh, thank you, Pacific, man. I'm hanging in there, man. Thank you for asking, man. Hopefully everything's good with you, man. Dega Outlaw, what's going on, brother? How's it going, man? Shit, good morning, man. Good morning to everybody. Hopefully everybody's doing well. Yeah, only plan to be on till like 7:55, so I got like roughly 30 minutes left. 32 minutes, actually. That way I can catch Loki's Mornings of Mischief. You said you're in it for Keaton, huh? I feel you, man. Again, man, I keep hearing so much good shit about this movie, man. Hell yeah. Hail to a Dig Outlaw and hail to Pacific 414. Yeah, man. Appreciate y'all being here with me, man. Appreciate you too, Juice. And Keely Chow. Shit. Appreciate y'all for being here, man. Just figured I'd jump up early in the morning and just get on, man. I know it wasn't expected. Hell, I didn't even expect to do it. But I figured why not? I've been up for about a good hour and a half. Shit. Let me jump on real quick, man. See what's going on. I know tonight at 8:00, I'll be with Brandon, the anime guy, him and Pat S. I'll be with them talking 80s cartoons and pop culture and shit like that. So I'll be doing that. And then Saturday, the Comic Book Roundtable, me, Stone Loki, and Clobbering Times will be hanging out with Paulie, Latino Slant, over on his channel. So we'll be with Latino Slant Saturday, 1:00 Central. So that'll be some fun. Yeah, man. So hell to everybody. Yeah, man. Actually, I want to see when the Flash goes through whatever the fuck he goes through, man. The time, and then that's the thing. Like it's funny, man. It's like if you really know how the Flash operates, when he goes back, like if he goes back in time, he's basically staying in one place. And or he's like running back in time, but he's on Earth, right? So when he does that, he just uses his force powers and he goes back in time. But when Flash is going through the multiverse, he uses the cosmic treadmill. And that's what people don't fucking understand. So if this is a multiverse movie, where the fuck is the treadmill at? See, going back in time is you just reversing time on your planet. But if you're talking about going from planet to planet, you can't do that with just speed. Because if that's the case, look, this you just have to know the Flash, man. So how the fuck is he gonna? So you know, it's like how can you? Huh? I don't know. It's one of those things like how can you make a time travel movie, multiversal movie? So are you going back in time or are you traveling to another, you know, another, what you want to call it? You know, counterpart to your Earth. You know, it's the thing is they don't even show how he's gonna do it. Like they're not even showing how he's supposed to actually go to where he's somewhere else. So is he just gonna run fast and go back in time, or is he gonna jump on the cosmic treadmill and fucking go through the multiverse? I mean, that's what he would have done in comics, man. Oh man. You know what, Juice? I tell you what, man. I like John Wesley Shipp, man. You know, I own that 1990s Flash collection. That show. I got that. I thought it was a pretty good show. I thought it was actually a pretty good show. You remember Mark Hamill showed up as the trickster. That was pretty interesting. You know, actually, he was a pretty cool Flash. To be honest, man, he was a pretty cool Flash, man. Is Thomas Wayne the new Bat? Well, you know, if you're talking about comic books, he did come back. If that's yeah, Thomas Wayne came back a few months ago in comic books as Batman. I don't know how it ended. It was a series that kind of led into what's going on in DC Comics right now. It was called Flashpoint Beyond, is what it's called. See, right where Flashpoint ended, and the New 50, like right where Flashpoint ended and the New 52 started, Thomas Wayne died, and you know, and all that went away. Well, somehow that reappeared, man. And Thomas Wayne was back, and he was trying to figure out, well, I thought I was supposed to be dead when, you know, when the Flash was finished with Flashpoint. So why am I still here, you know, over a decade later? And he's trying to figure out why is he back. And it was written by Jeff Johns, man. So of course, you know, it's not just a shitty story, man. You know, it has the guy that, you know, the guy that created him and put it all together is the guy that wrote it, man. So Jeff Johns, you know, he's a beast in comic books. I tell you that. The Flash, it wasn't so great, but it was neat. Yeah, it was different for when it came out, man. What's up, Adega? See, I can't watch this Flash show for a few reasons. Number one is being a doctor. I can't reward someone bad behavior in good conscience. I understand. Ezra will never heal if he gets supported in his illness.
I feel you on that, man. Yeah, I definitely understand. I understand. I understand. Definitely respect that. They said he's getting help, man. So I don't know what that means, or if that's a bunch of bull or whatever. But I guess we'll see. He's gonna have to pop up, make appearances, show his face. If not this movie, by the time it comes out, he have to show up sometime. So, but even then, he still hasn't. He still hasn't. He still hasn't faced anything for what's happened. So, me. I guess separating the art from the artist. Just wanting to see what this movie's looking like. But I definitely get where you're coming from, man. Flash and Lois and Clark was when I watched DC TV. Yeah, I remember Lois and Clark. I own a few seasons of that. I don't own the whole collection, but I own a few seasons. Like the first 2 or 3 seasons I own. I don't know, man. I don't know. To me, he was a little softer than he was a little softer than Christopher Reeve, man. I just couldn't. I don't know, man. Dean Cain, man. He looked the part, but like I say, he was too. He didn't need to be rougher, man. He just, I don't know. I guess not sure if stoic is the good word for it, but need to be more firm, man. He wasn't firm enough for me. Man, I'm wondering how, in this Flash movie though, I'm wondering how they're gonna show like Lynda Carter and Christopher Reeve and Burt Ward and Adam West, like how how are they supposed to show like in passing? Is it gonna look like you remember when in the Wizard of Oz when Dorothy got was in the middle of the fucking tornado and she was in the house was spinning, and when she looked out the window you get to see flashes of people and shit like that. Are you gonna see Lynda Carter like that, like in a flash, like he's running through or going through, I don't know, it's right, man. Hopefully they got their comic book science, so that shit can be fucking understandable, man. I wonder how they're supposed to have all these cameos. Like, how are people supposed to be making all these cameos in this movie if it only takes place in one? I don't know, man. But Terry Hatcher was hot as fuck, huh? Yeah. She was a good looking chick, man. Terry Hatcher. Cesar Romero. Yeah, Cesar Romero. He was awesome, man. He was a good Joker, man. Yeah, he's one of the 3 Jokers, man. He's one of the 3 Jokers. Man. Shit. Anybody collect anything currently?
Any comic books, any movies? You bought anything new? New video game? Saw a new movie? Bought a new record, album? Yeah, I know. Hey, let me ask y'all something real quick, man. Y'all hear about The Rock? Uh, holy shit, fucking screwing over like the Shazam movie and doing shit like in the black days. Man, what do y'all think about that? If anybody has any thoughts on that, I'd like to see what y'all thought about that. Oh, you bought a Spider-Man Red Skull. Oh, that's pretty cool. Huh. I did a 3-universe thing in my last completed book. It was tough showing how jumping universe works, but people liked it. You might like it, 24. It's kind of a hero origin story. You know what? I tell you what. It's all ego with The Rock. Yeah, The Rock. Man, he really fucked up this time, man. This guy, again, man, these motherfuckers, they talk about how they love comic books and they know comic books, and oh, I've been reading Black Adam since I was a kid. How the fuck you read? How did you read Black Adam comic books when he wasn't really in comic books? When The Rock was a kid. Do you know when The Rock was a kid, Black Adam only had maybe a handful of appearances? Why? How do I know? Because I own every appearance that Black Adam has been in since he came out in present day comics. The only thing I don't own from Black Adam is there's a series going right now. Is a 12-part miniseries. I think it's on issue 9 of Black Adam. I don't have any of those. Why? Because it's written by some guy I don't know. It's the new version of Black Adam with the cape. He's drawn to look just like Captain Marvel, but with a black suit, like with a hoodie and all that. Like, dude, that's not even Black Adam. So why would I, I'm very I'm standoffish with that. Everything else I own. So The Rock is full of shit, man. He doesn't know Black Adam. He doesn't know comic books. And if he knew better, then he would know how interconnected Captain Marvel and Black Adam is. They both get their powers from the same guy. But The Rock, he's so stuck on his own shit, he don't want to connect the two characters. What the fuck is that? And the bad thing about it, their movies came out 6 months apart from each other. So he could have done Black Adam and set up Captain Marvel Shazam for Shazam 2. But he doesn't like to play with others. So he fucked over his own franchise and then he fucked over somebody else's, man. Yeah, man. So I agree with you there, Dega. Oh, what's up, Memes of Destruction? What's going on, man? Man, just waking up this morning. I'll probably be on for another 15 minutes and I'm out to watch Loki's Mornings of Mischief. But I thought I'd come on this morning for the first time in about 2.5 years that I've been up this early to do a live stream.
So it's my first time in about 2.5 years to fucking do a live stream early in the morning. But you know, just wanted to see what it felt like. You know, I guess it feels the same as it feels like streaming in the evening, just early in the morning. Yeah, he missed up big. He needs to accept it. Yeah, man, he fucking screwed up, man. If there was ever a time that The Rock dropped the ball, it was on this shit. Fuck, you gonna come with a bald-headed Black Adam? Get out of here, man. Dude, if he had a hell of a production company, why they couldn't just put a little hair on his head? Hell, he did it for the Scorpion King. He had all that fucking hair on his head. None of it was his. But for Black Adam, he can't look the part, right? Nah, fuck that. That's why his shit flopped. Memes, what's up, man? Hell yeah. Great to have you here, man. Virtual signal, internet. There you go, man. I had Black Adam 2008. Yeah, they had because he had Black Adam had some like limited series and shit like that. I mean, he has one going on right now. Like right now. It's on issue 9. It's a 12-part miniseries. So but yeah, it's like, dude, look, from, I would have to say, from when Black Adam first came into current day comic books, it was 1970, I think it was like 76 or something like that. It was Shazam issue number 28. Right now it's worth like $400. Or you know, this is like a regular comic. If you have it graded, it's worth fucking, you could charge up to $1,200 for that comic, man. I own it. So that's his first appearance in modern day comics. And every other appearance, he you know, there was one where he fought Captain Marvel and Superman. It was a DC Comics Presents. I own that. So he only came out in a handful of comics between the 70s and the 80s. So how much of a fan can The Rock be from a villain that nobody really fought and everybody saw it just a handful of times? Why? Because I own all the comics. So he can't come with that bullshit. That's a lie. That's a fucking lie, man. And then if he was a fan for so long and also been trying to, you know, keep a hold of the movie and be Black Adam for the last 15 years, they've changed scripts, they changed directors, they changed all this shit. He's the only thing that's been consistent with that movie is him starring as Black Adam. And then at the end, he fucking fails it all. Come on, man. Get him out of here, man. He should be ashamed of himself. Someone say, Loki, yo, what's up, my brother? What's good, man? Yeah, man. Shit. You know, I just wanted to do something live real quick, man. See how, you know, I was telling him, I was like, man, the last time I was up this early to do a live was with you, man. But back when we did you know, back when you know, we did the DC fandom, man. You know, I'd be up this early to, you know, check out Picard with you, man. But man, as far as the streaming, I was like, yeah, man, let me just come on and see what's going on. But man, it's great to have you here, man. Look forward to checking you out in 15 minutes, man. Oh yeah. So I got about 10 minutes left. That way, grab me some water, man, and get ready to check you out, man. Yeah, The Rock is a bullshit artist, man. Fucking liar, man. Word, Loki. Yeah. Loki's in the house. There you go. My brother. Man, sure appreciate you, man. Thank you for showing up, man. Yeah, man, I like Captain Marvel, man. And like, you know, it's funny, man. Me and Loki was talking about this yesterday along with Clobbering Times, man. If they just would have adapted the, you know, Captain Marvel, Shazam,
animated movie that they had with Superman, then basically The Rock and everybody else would have gotten what they wanted if they would have adapted that into live action. The Rock would have gotten, to be together with Shazam, Captain Marvel, so they can at least have that for their history, and then he could have fought Superman at the same time. He could have had it all right then and there, man. He fucked up, man. What's up, my brother? Loki says Dwayne Johnson is a salesman. He sells. You have to sell wrestling, and he was a showman. So that is exactly what he continues to do. He wants to hype. He wants to hype it and get you hyped. Yeah, that's true, man. But when he doesn't come through with the execution, then I guess we're left the way we're left, right? After his Black Adam movie, that was his execution, man. He dropped that shit. And then now, after Shazam 2, 6 months apart, man. Just think, in 6 months, he could have actually really started putting together his own corner of the DC universe between Zachary Levi's Shazam and his Black Adam. They both get the power from the same guy. Man, I'm telling you, man, that shit is. And then it's crazy because Rock, not only is $7 Productions, the production crew that worked on Black Adam and both Shazam movies, The Rock is also a producer for Shazam 2 Fury of the Gods, and he didn't want nothing to do with it. So he has his production company doing it. He's actually a producer for the movie. His character's tied in to Shazam, no matter how much he likes it or doesn't like it, but he doesn't want anything to do with it. Dude, that's a failure, man. Fuck he's supposed to do with that, man. Shit's trash, man. But he loves Black Adam. He's been a fan since he was a kid and all this shit. But he doesn't know how the hero thing works. Come on, man. Fucking liar, man. Be right back. Thanks for letting my geek flag fly. You know what's up, brother. Hell yeah, man. It's always a good time with you, man. Shit. Hey, Loki. Yeah, that's what's up, man. Yeah, whatever you do, do it awesomely. There you go, memes. That's exactly, man. I mean, dude, if 15 years, man. Wow. The Rock has been attached to this project for 13 to 15 years. He drops it and it ain't worth the fuck, man. I was glad to see the JSA pop up, the Just Society of America. I was glad to see them come up, show up on screen some way, somehow. But not this way, man. Not for them to show up just to be a part of a fucking disastrous movie, man. That's I mean, they're my favorite team, man. I love the Just Society of America. Like, I'll go hard with them before I go with the Justice League, man. Why? Because they're the first team in comic book history. Just Society of America, before Avengers, before the Justice League, before the Invaders, before the Fantastic Four, the X-Men, all the X groups. Any team in comic book history you could think of, the Just Society of America came first. So I was the first team in comic book history barely even known about or barely even recognized. Like, that's crazy. Fucking crazy, man. Man. So what y'all getting ready to do here in a little bit? I know in a few minutes I'll be getting off and getting ready to watch my brother Loki. Yeah, man. I know tonight I'll be kicking it with Brandon, the anime guy, at 8 p.m. Central. So if you guys aren't doing anything, you guys are more than welcome to come join us. Love to see you there. And I know tomorrow morning I'll be with Loki again, as I'll be with Loki tomorrow morning as we review episode 6, if I'm not mistaken, of Picard. So we'll be doing that tomorrow morning. And then if all goes well, then, we'll be kicking it with Loki again tomorrow night for late night with Mexican Iron Man. So listen to Loki. Yep. Listen to Loki. Yeah, he has a lot of good information, and he really cares, man. So when he talks, I listen, man. He knows his shit. Hashtag listen to Loki. Yeah, man, I'm definitely gonna do that, man. So what y'all getting ready to do, man? The memes of destruction, dueling. And hell, brother, hell, yeah, there you go. Hey, thank you, Loki, for I know you about to get going here in a couple minutes, man. Hell yeah. Everybody saying what's up to each other, man. Well, hopefully everybody enjoyed kicking it with me this morning. I know it's a little different to catch a boy this early in the morning, but I wanted to do something different, man. Catch up with y'all, shoot the breeze, man. Take it easy this morning, drink some coffee, man. Enjoy talking to y'all about pop culture shit, and then go watch my brother do his thing here. Loki says, "Yep, I am out. Take care, brother. Keep fighting the good fight." And I will, man. Thank you, man. Love you, brother. Love you all, man. Love all you guys, man. And thank you for that, man. I appreciate that. And I'll be looking forward to checking you out here in a few minutes. I know you got to set up shop. So hopefully, everybody chill, take it easy. If you can, get some exercise in, brisk walk, hit the weights if you got them. Go to the gym if you have a membership. Walk around the block, the park, walk the dogs if you got one. Chase the cat if you got one of those. Well, that and the other, we ain't gonna talk about the other one, but yeah, man. Yeah, man. So hopefully you guys enjoyed kicking it with me this morning. I had a great time kicking it with y'all. It's definitely a great way to start off the day. I see why Loki does this early in the morning. Definitely starts off the day in a good mood, just because of y'all, I'm in a good fucking mood, man. So I appreciate y'all. Thank y'all for everything. You guys take it easy. Go ahead and get you some rest, get you something to drink. I'll catch y'all over on Loki's Mornings of Mischief. So yeah, y'all take care. And y'all have a great day, man. I love y'all. And y'all be easy. And holla at your boy.